Need a proper workbench but don't have the space or the money to get one? I've got a solution for you. Let's play with something cool. This is the Rockler Handy Bench, and it is 16 by 32 inches by 1.5 inches of solid beach mobile goodness. But before we get into the details of this guy, yes, this is a sponsored video, but that shouldn't detract from how versatile this thing is. But check this thing out. This is a proper workbench. It's a smaller version, but a proper workbench nevertheless. It has 4" by 4" dog holes. It comes with 4 bench dogs, a heavy-duty Moxon vise with 2 heavy-duty screws, a detachable kickstand for long material, and 2 heavy-duty metal bracket legs with rubber feet, so you can put this thing down wherever you want and it's not going to go anywhere. Another great feature is that this Moxon style vise can actually switch to 6 different positions on this bench, and it only takes 2 minutes. I actually count 8 positions if you count the middle. And one of the best parts about this workbench is that it only weighs about 33 pounds, so it is very easy to just pick it up and run with it. Well, don't run with it, that's dangerous. But in a real life situation, if I did want to throw this on my tailgate at a job site and do a little bit of fancy woodworking, I can. Now, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I already do have a proper woodworking bench. But here's the problem. Crap. I have a bunch of crap covering my entire bench. I am in the middle of, I think, about 3 different projects right now, and it would just be way too time consuming for me to take everything off the bench and clear it for another project. It's just not going to be time efficient. So it's going to be so much better if I can just start a new project on another work surface. But this time I have a work surface that has woodworking capabilities. Now, in my situation, I don't need the Handy Bench to be mobile in the sense that I want to take it out of the shop and go out to different job sites and such, but I do need it to be mobile in the sense where I want it to sit on a cart and be able to roll it around so that I can pull it out when I need it and then tuck it away when I don't. And Rockler has an excellent solution to this problem. They have something called the Rock Steady Cart, and you can get this in all sorts of different sizes. And these Rocksteady shop stands are so cool because since they are sold in individual pieces, you can come up with 36 size combinations to fit your shop needs. Then after you get your base size figured out, then you can add in any number of accessories that you want to fit your particular needs. In my case, I'm going to add some side rails for sliders for drawers, and a centerpiece to do 2 sets of drawers, and some casters. The Rocksteady carts are so easy to put together, and they lend themselves to so many different possibilities. It can be just a plain cart or stand, or you can actually add runners to them so that you can either make drawers for them, or you can even put sides and door fronts to them to make them into cabinets. And this is probably where mine's gonna live. Tucked out of the way where it's not in the way, but still very easily accessible. But if I want it somewhere else, I can just wheel it somewhere else. And all I gotta do is lock the casters in this cart. It's not going anywhere. Another feature I want to tell you about, and this one's not in the website description, is the placement of these dog holes in the vise. They are just a little bit over the threads, so that when you place these dogs and you chuck up a piece of material in here, it will keep the material off these threads so you don't mar it. I just thought that was a really cool added feature and just shows that they really paid attention to the details on this one. And some other accessories that you can get for this bench to make it work even harder for you are things like this low profile long stop bench dogs. You know, for like if you're planing thinner material. These guys are super underrated, but I love a good fast hold. A silicone project mat for when you don't want things slipping around. Grab some bench cookies for some non-slip surface work. And another great one is a rubberized self-adhesive cork liner for, say, the moccasin vise so that you don't mar your projects. The Rockler Handy Bench really is going to be a great addition to the shop, both for its versatility and strength. And I can already tell I'm going to be using this thing a lot. Also, it just looks cool. But if you have the means, I highly suggest grabbing one of these because the Rockler Handy Bench, well, it's handy.